Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
It's very festive. Are we on, dude? Oh, there we go. You're far too happy. All right.
Okie dokie. Are we live?
Artichoke.
Oh my gosh, we're live.
I'm like way behind.
Bro,
There it is.
there you go.
I need to. All
you're,
right.
you're like an hour behind.
You're like helping my mom. Like, hold on. Then what do I do?
Look, two people are watching. You're one of those people.
As always, I'm our biggest supporter.
You are. Okay, so now I got to jump over here. We're using a new system, right? By the way, we're using a new system. You're all guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're gonna see some comments. Hopefully.
I got it right
If
here,
not,
too.
you got it going right there.
Michelle's watching. Good morning, Michelle.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Luke and Rory show. That's Luke. I'm Rory.
Woo.
Bro,
I almost forgot.
we're gonna shake off the rust here.
Yeah. The rust, the dust, the corrosion. Yeah.
Don't know if I'll shake off the cussing though.
Yeah. Oh God.
I watched some of our old episodes. Oh, I need to go to confession. Oh my
Dude,
word! I got a potty mouth.
I think you pushed us to PG-13 a couple times. But the president's Catholic, so we got away with it. So
I watched this one episode, and all of a sudden I'm fired up.
Yeah.
I'm just like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
this
You know
one
what?
episode.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Just like,
Oh, Andrew Long, boys,
dude.
boys.
Drew, we went back to watch some of our old episodes,
Yeah.
and some of our most memorable moments are with our boy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Michelle says she loves it. We're back.
Michelle, good morning to you.
Michelle French
Oh.
Collinsworth. Thanks so much.
Yes.
We love you.
So if I hit this, I show this. Oh, that's right. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? We're
How much
getting,
are we paying for this?
right now, free 99
For another 2 weeks.
for another 2 weeks. Free 99.
And then all hell breaks loose.
That's right.
Then I start getting phone calls.
Yeah, I was watching one of our episodes with Drew, and it was in your backyard. And as soon as he said, and I bought that 10 minutes ago. And as soon as he said, top of the morning to you fellas, we lost it. Both
Yeah,
Luke and I
yeah.
just lost it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Kind of
gosh.
like Bill Burr. Yeah.
So,
Hey, speaking of Bill Burr, hey Drew, have you seen the Old Dads movie on Netflix? with Bill
I need
Burr?
to watch that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it's like
Anything
watching,
with Bill
it's
Burr.
like watching you for 2 hours.
I definitely need to watch
Some
it then.
redheaded dad yelling at people. It's like, wow.
That sounds like me.
Babe, have you seen the new Rory Pitts documentary?
Well, something I got to share with you that I've noticed since our last episodes.
Okay. We're fatter.
I've gotten a little bit wider
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I swear.
Drew, you know I have. It was funny, dude. It was just like watching everything that Bill Burr talks about in comedy.
Yeah.
Like in a movie form. But anyway.
And that Bill Burr's funny. I mean, he has his moments, but he is funny.
Oh god.
And he knows. You and I talk about it all the time, but that Saturday Night Live skit where he's talking about pumpkin spice, Sam
yeah.
Adams.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you get a chance, go look for it on YouTube. The Bill Burr where he's talking about
Good.
pumpkin spice beer. Oh, it is
Speaking of SNL,
hilarious.
Did
And then,
you ever watch the Nate Bargatze one?
oh, dude, yes.
Where George Washington talking about the metric system versus
I'm surprised
the
we haven't talked about that, dude. I've watched that episode twice now because it's so good.
And then
So-
Keegan's like, inequality for all, right? And he's like,
You asked about the temperature.
yeah, I thought the temperature. No, you didn't.
I've been telling everybody. I told Kevin. I told Jesse. I
Yeah.
told my buddy Robert. I told everybody about that episode. So cool thing is, Nate Bargatze has his own podcast,
Oh, that's really.
and so I listened to the episode when
Sup,
he came
Pam?
back from SNL.
I recommend. Pam says, "Sup, what up? Good morning." Drew says he recommends F is for Family on Netflix. All right,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
are you
So-
hiding?
So I'm listening to his podcast, and he's talking about his week in New York for Saturday Night Live and,
Yes.
and how it works behind the scenes. And it's so very interesting how it works. And one of the cool things that I really liked that he shared is they asked, look at that, scam likely already, huh?
I know. First thing in the morning.
One of the things that they ask him, I think it's on Monday, is do you have ideas for skits or anything like that you want to do? Or is there anything you want to avoid, anything like that? And he said, the only thing I want to avoid is politics and anything having to do with sexuality or sex or anything like that. He said, other than that, Yeah.
Then I was like, so we're doing no show this week.
Right, right. And so the thing is, if you've watched that episode, it's good old school comedy.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
That episode is great, especially the cooking show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's perfect. While we're on the topic of an SNL real quick, did you see the Adam Driver episode?
I haven't.
Okay, so here's what sucks. Like, you know me, man crush for Adam Driver.
I know, because he's a Marine.
Yeah,
I
my
get
fellow
it.
Marine.
Yep.
Love Adam Driver, and I think he's hilarious. And his SNL was really good.
Okay.
Now, all that to say, this last Saturday was Kate McKinnon was coming back. So
Okay.
I was all like, sweet, like, she's classic, hilarious. It was miserable. Like, pretty sure I was so excited. And they had Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph back. And so I was like, okay, cool. And then it just snowballed.
Yes. Look at it.
So
They didn't close the chapter.
Merry Christmas, Thurston. Yes. Yeah.
Carrie,
Yeah. Taking up donations out there
Carrie.
in Thurston County.
from our family to yours,
Yes.
our condolences for what happened on Monday night. Now, I can't talk a lot of crap
That must be
because
rough.
I didn't think we stood a chance.
Yeah.
And then here's Drew Lock out of nowhere state.
Yeah.
And he kills your Eagles. So our condolences.
Yeah.
You'll still make the playoffs.
It's
You'll
fine.
still make a run.
It's
Just
correct.
give us this little moment of, oh, look at what we did.
Crab says, well, son of a. Absolutely.
Oh, good to see you, Krabs.
All right. So many of you might be wondering why we're here.
We don't.
Yet to figure it out myself.
It's part of our community service.
Go birds, go birds, says Crab. All right. So I'll give you guys a quick rundown.
Look what Gary says. I'm not okay, and I don't want to talk about it.
Fair
I
enough.
don't blame you.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Dude, I saw who posted it. Someone posted like a meme and it said Jalen, Jalen Hurts, Julian Love, and it showed
Kelsey.
interception, and it was called Love Hurts. Like it was playing the song Love Hurts. It was well done. Okay, so we had, and we're not going to give, that's right, Semper Fi, Mother. Thank you, Christian. Good to see you, buddy.
Right.
So, all right, so we're back. We're immediately back in the flow. People
And
flip
there's-
each other
there's
a lot.
Craig.
Yeah.
There's
I
Gary.
can't take you guys anywhere, man. It's like going somewhere for Christmas with my kids.
This
Oh,
is our-
turn this thing around.
This is our family right
Oh
here.
my god. Bro, don't even get me started on yesterday. And finally, at like 10:30, I looked at like my older two, the ever in their bed. I go, you know what? I got enough. I'm going to bed. I got up and walked out. Yeah. Rachel confessed. She said, what's going on? And I'm like, nothing now. Going to bed. You missed it. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So Rory and I had pretty much written off ever doing this again. And then something happened. We got contacted by basically a platform. We're not going to go into too much of it right now, but they were like, hey, we're interested in having you guys on our platform. And it's a syndicated like podcast radio station.
Ooh.
I know.
News to me.
Yeah. And so anyways, we talked a little bit about it, and that got us looking at old episodes.
Hot.
Right? Like when we were having fun. So like not the last 6 months before we like canked the whole thing.
Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. And I was like, man. So I called Rory one day and I was like, you know what, man? Like if we just get back to being us, go Cougs, Merry Christmas,
Look at that. I'm already sweating like a pig.
Oh man.
I gotta lose this.
Anywho.
Oh my gosh.
And so we just started talking about it and we were like, you know what? We love it.
Paul says, "Go Cougs, Merry Christmas." Do I root for the Huskies to win? We get the money if they do.
Absolutely. Oh,
you
my
know
daughter-
what?
My daughter's watching. Mind yourself.
And you know what the thing is? He's going to continue, but there's another part to this story
Yeah.
that actually Paul is bringing up. So I'll
Yeah.
let you continue.
So my daughter's watching, guys. She has
Which
Facebook
one?
now, Maddie.
Maddie,
Yeah. So mind your business. Be careful.
listen, Senior Weaver.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we know what your dad did in his senior year, so you pay attention.
No
Mind your
one
P's
can
and
find me.
Q's. Statute of limitations is expired.
Stop talking about it. So, anyways, we'll get back to it. But we just started watching old stuff. Good morning there, Barquist. And we, with the possible opportunity, we haven't decided what we're going to do with that yet. We're like, you know what?
Pam, you're wrong.
We want to get back to this, and more than that,
Aw.
we're like, yeah,
Look at your sister. Oh, your sister.
Maddie, Yeah, my sister Maddie says, "Welcome back, fellas." Yeah.
All right, who put something
Just
in my
'cause she's
coffee?
more responsible than me. All right.
More responsible, both of us together.
Yeah. So, anyways, that kind of just brought us back to here, and then I don't know what else there is to say about it outside of we think so. No social proof.
Yeah,
Correct.
Pam said there's no social proof.
We
So
think we might try to take this a little bit bigger and a little more.
you never know.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, the
We
thing
got
is,
some ideas.
with 2024 coming up, you guys are going to need us. You really are going to need us.
Can you imagine 2024 without the Luke and Rory show? Election
Like he
season?
said, I was watching old episodes, and you could actually put we have the angry years, which are still pretty damn entertaining.
Yeah.
To see us get all excited. I saw
Although I realized that I need to go to counseling when I watch this. I gotta get that.
I saw an episode on January 7th, 2021. Boy, did we have some opinions.
Oh man. That's it.
We
It's about 10 months into COVID.
saw episodes of us outside because we couldn't gather together.
You know what the great thing about some of those episodes that we were outside, the initial ones like Frontier Park, is the people that were walking the park staring at us because we were sitting side by side. Like, like, you guys are super spreaders. You know?
Well, I can tell you this much. This place got louder since we started the show.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, yeah, everybody's welcome.
Bringing them in.
So, the other part of that was I actually
We have a
brought.
friend?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I thought it was too
Yeah,
for a second.
First,
but,
right? Yeah.
well, that's what happens when you are curmudgeon and you don't go anywhere for a year.
People
you
look like,
don't recognize people.
well, that was part of this whole thing, right?
That was another part of this thing. We'll get to that part in a moment. But
Rory.
the thing was, is I remember reaching out to you after the college football hot mess where Florida State University did not get into the Final Four.
We had some hot takes.
And I reached out to him. I said, dude, this is the prime opportunity to be doing a Facebook Live show or a live show. I got to get used to not saying Facebook Live. Even though we're on Facebook, we're changing it to our show. It's our show.
Yeah, it is our show.
And who knows how long Zuckerberg can allow us to do this.
Grab says, "Where are you, clowns?" Anthem, downtown Puyallup, buddy. Feel free to stop by.
Yeah.
You're like literally 10 minutes from here.
Now, here's the thing. I put this guy in charge with finding our permanent place. We're probably going to be here forever. That's the faith I have in him.
I mean, I've done the research, and it just points to...
Have you talked to the focus group?
Yeah. We've ran it through some focus groups. We talked about the shading and the coloring. And most feel that we look slimmer than Anthem.
Well, that was a lie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so excited to be here. I'm schvetting. What is this? I'm convincing.
Yeah, my schvetty bowl.
Everybody likes your.
No.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Let's see. What do we got here? Merry Christmas. Thanks, Jamie.
Man, it got crazy.
Oh my gosh. Paul says, I'm dating a Husky and a Democrat state representative. Paul. Oh my gosh. What have we done? What have we done by not being here for Paul?
Oh my God. Poor
Bro,
guy.
a Husky.
Boy.
Listen, but here's the thing.
And a Democrat state representative?
Here's the thing.
Paul.
Here's the thing.
I thought I knew you.
If the Democrat state representative he's got some common sense, that's okay. It's passable. It's passable. Okay. Drew says FSU got robbed and they got treated like peasants. I agree. And I actually flipped my take on that. In a span of 6 to 8 hours, I realized, and we could talk about it right now, I realized that FSU got screwed. Now, I get it. I know why. They want Alabama in there instead. It's more sexy. But FSU as a team earned that spot.
They have to, what they got to do, and I don't want to be on this too long.
Steph Alford. I'm sorry. I saw
No, you're good.
Steph.
You're
I saw one of our episodes. We got to get together again.
Here he says Paul should be blocked immediately. So here's my quick take on it.
Okay.
We don't have to stay on it too long. I see both sides of it, and what they got to decide with the committee, depending on what they do going forward, as far as expanding and all that kind of stuff, is what are they going to place more value on? Winning, being a Power 5 conference champion, or strength of schedule? Okay, so because Florida State was, goodness sakes, a Power 5 conference champion. I might have to take that, actually. And then the strength of schedule for the other 3 was all top 10.
Gotcha.
Let's see if this is important.
Okay.
Hello, this is Luke.
Live. This is live.
Yeah.
You got a yeah out of him. Steph says yes.
Oh boy.
Paul should be blocked immediately.
Let me figure out what's going on, and I will give you a shout back.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
Oh dear.
There's no key to the contract. Who took it out, John?
He must have.
Okay. We carry on.
Oh,
We'll come back to it.
crying out loud.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
This is what it's like, you know? Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Drew Locke is from KC. His folks live next to my brother-in-law, solid Midwestern American. He seemed like a good dude. He seemed like when they were interviewing him after the game, he seemed like he legitimately was embracing the moment.
It was one of the best interviews like I've seen after a game in a long time. So,
Oh, Orlando, Florida, huh?
golly, dude.
All right, I'll let you text that. Let's see what else we got here. Magruder says FSU is a victim of SEC-ism. I agree. Yep. Drew says Bama played a bunch of peasant teams in the beginning of the season. Yep. And you know what the weird thing is? And here's the thing. You guys know I hate the Huskies. I loathe the Huskies. But I've heard some national people say the Huskies shouldn't even be in the top 4. And I'm like, are you freaking insane? How can the Huskies not be in the top 4? I've watched them play. Now, the Cougs almost beat your ass.
Yeah.
But the Huskies should be in the top 4. So to hear anybody say the Huskies shouldn't be there, you're full of crap. Absolutely full of crap.
Yeah.
Magruder says, business doesn't stop for entertainment. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. Isn't that true? It's been a quiet week, but then all of a sudden we do the show and his phone blows up. Well,
I'm telling you.
It's been a quiet week for me.
No, it's not. I'm dealing with shenanigans, John. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I see both sides, but like I said, it's strength of schedule that important. And if they're saying that's most important, then they made the right call. But if they're saying Power 5 conference champion is more important, which they have in the past, then they got screwed. So
well, now are you guys tell us, and maybe you know this already, are they moving to the 8-team system next year? The 8 teams.
I think
in
it's
the
the
playoffs?
year after.
The year after.
What does Maddie say? How many decisions in sports are made based off, quote, what will this do for publicity/media versus who's the real
Oh,
talent?
that's what's been like for
She's wrong.
for decades.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Love you guys. Have to go. The Psychos last minute shopping at Costco stop for no one. Not even the door show. All right,
You know
Carrie.
what? We gotta talk
Thanks,
to some
Carrie.
people. Yeah,
Have a Merry
appreciate you.
Christmas,
Merry
Carrie.
Christmas. All right.
What do we got? Huskies pumped. Oregon not once but twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the character's name? Is it Jonesy? Jersey.
Where?
Come on.
Oh, and Jonesy.
Jonesy.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonesy.
Yeah.
I was telling Chris the other day that I miss Drew to hear his accent.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I would go to Boston and sit in a bar just to listen to everybody in there bitch about the Patriots. Oh, the Patriots.
Well, that's another thing. If it was any other coach other than Bill Belichick,
Shorzy.
they'd be on
Shorzy.
Yeah, they'd be on the hot seat.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So,
So, you know, we got Drew here. I want your take on it as well. I know we're talking sports. Some people get bored with it. Do you think Belichick is gone at the end of the season? And do you think he is traded to another team?
I think Belichick has the clout at this point to say whether he wants to be gone or not. Like, I think that if he just said, I want one more year, he would get it. Like, all that to say, I think Bill Belichick's run as a great head coach is over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I honestly don't see him going to another team at his age, like with his tactics and old school. Like, you know, I just don't see it. What's kept Pete Carroll going is his ability to adapt to the younger generation.
Right.
That hasn't happened in New England, and Bill Belichick's ways are no longer working. You know, and if you think about it, Bill Belichick had, before he got to New England, not a lot of wins. At New England, lots of wins, but he started with Drew Bledsoe.
You keep going.
Yeah.
I just remembered something.
He started with Drew Bledsoe, and then, you know, obviously gets Tom Brady. And
Wait, did you give him the code to the key box?
No, but I did that.
Who, John?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was going to text someone else to see if they could
Wait.
but
No, I didn't give it to him because I never gave it to him.
you never gave it to him.
No.
Okay.
I didn't have it till yesterday.
Okay.
Sorry, we're just taking care of business
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
live on the
Mhm.
air. So anyway, a lot of chatter about Mayo taking over. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to be able to say whether he wants to go or not. I kind of would like to see him just go away quietly. I don't know. Does it put to rest the debate? Was it Tom or was it Bill?
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't think it's a fair. I don't think it's a fair conversation. I guess that's the best way to put it. I think you needed both of them. I think you needed Belichick's brains. I think you needed Brady's leadership in the locker room. So I don't think you can just say one or the other.
Belichick, a fellow Croatian. Point well taken. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So anyhow,
First time in a long time that Boston College has a better record than the Patriots.
boy.
Ouch.
And you still got the Celtics, man. The Celtics are killing it. They are really good at basketball.
Oh
So,
gosh.
all right, man. Let's jump off.
Well,
What
you
do we
know
got?
what? I want to talk to you about basketball for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that this stupid tournament that they had at the beginning of the season is dumb. How do you like that
The
for a take?
in-season tournament?
I saw the Lakers
Are you trying to get pushback from me?
raise their banner
Yeah.
the other night.
Are you trying to get pushback from me?
Yes.
Since you're not going to.
Yeah, it's dumb.
It's dumb. The banner is dumb. And me growing up a lifelong Lakers fan, I was like, bro, seriously, guys?
You just won the
Like
preseason
you missed the
tournament.
playoffs a couple,
Right.
year before last, and then, so now you're like, okay, we got to raise whatever, dude. Like, walk away.
What's the whole point of that? What was their reasoning?
I think it's like just trying to 82 games is a long season. The NBA is a long season.
Mm-hmm.
One of the longest sports seasons. I just think it was they were trying to throw up some kind of put more on the line early in the season so that maybe the stars who keep resting their legs and stuff will play in these meaningful games. So,
But it doesn't do anything other than a good job.
well, every one of the players on the winning team, I think, got $100,000 bonus.
Well, I would do it just for that.
Yeah.
White chocolate, give me the ball.
All right.
Did you see Mendenhall? I don't mean to go off this tangent.
No,
You
let's
see
not.
what Mendenhall did?
Yes, he's an idiot.
Oh my gosh, Drew, you've seen what Mendenhall did. We won't. If you want to know what Mendenhall did, just
Dude,
Google it.
Mendenhall's never been playing with all of his marbles.
No, not ever since. Was it Clay Matthews lit him up?
Bro, yeah, that's right. All right.
Let's see. Okay, Maddie says I don't get a banner for a tournament. LOL. It's baloney.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of Maddie and basketball,
Yeah.
Hey,
I
let's
wanted to
get-
bring this up.
we have not put on a show to discuss things. So
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. We'll get into it real quick. Basketball this last year, you guys know how much it runs our life. And both my girls had an incredible summer playing with their club teams. Had some big moments, some great friends along the way. And we got into this season, and a couple things that we're excited about, and I know you guys have seen it, but Lainey is a freshman, and she's starting varsity with her big sister, who's the senior, and so we've been able to watch them play. It's been a ton of fun. Lainey came out firing, had a 19-point game in the first two games, played really well. Hit a from about 5 feet behind half court, nailed a buzzer beater. She's had a good freshman year. Maddie, as of late, has been dominating over the last week and a half. She's averaging 26 points and 17 rebounds. Really just destroying the league. It's been a ton of fun.
See you,
fun
Drew.
to watch.
Merry Christmas.
But all that to say, my daughter committed, and I know a lot of you guys saw it. And Maddie, Friday, we're so excited. She had all kinds of options and trying to figure out what she wanted to do, and she is going to Chaminade University of Honolulu. And so, if anybody wants to go watch some basketball in Honolulu, I mean, their music at time. Yeah. So, anyways, very proud of you, sweetheart. Good
Yes,
job.
very good.
So she's off to get free education next year and play basketball for at least another 4 years. So that's exciting.
Free education is a good price.
Yes.
Yep. Matt Hill says he's gonna have to watch a replay.
That's fine.
Oh my gosh, that is a lot. Go Dogs. Okay, we're done.
Get on it, Matt. Get on it, Matt. Matt, I know why you got to watch a replay. He's probably Christmas shots.
Steph Hilfer gives Maddie a round of applause. Way to
Appreciate
go.
you.
Rosario.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and Steve. Maddie. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah. So what else we got, man? Let's get into some Christmas stuff.
It's taken me a little bit to get into the Christmas season.
You say this every year for the last like 3 years.
Ah, bullshit.
Oh, here they are again.
I'll just.
Talk for a second.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's the
Okay. So yeah, I'll share with everybody while he's over there taking care of business. Our listing's closing next week, and with Christmas and the holidays and the weekends and everything, we got to be on point in order for that to get closed on time. So that's why he's over taking care of that. But for me, for Christmas this year, and you guys, some of you probably saw the big long post I put on Facebook a few weeks ago. It's taken me a while. It took me basically a week after Thanksgiving to finally get into a Christmassy mood. And I'm not exactly sure why. I tried. Our tradition in our family is we throw on the Christmas music right after Thanksgiving. So we go over to Grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner, and then as soon as we get in the car, boom, we turn on the Christmas music, and then Christmas music until like the middle of January. But I turned on the Christmas music that night, and I just wasn't feeling it. And the thing is, Steph, you do not have to agree with him. Don't agree with him.
Agree with me.
No, he says that every year. I don't say that every year.
He knows.
Let's go. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, no. I throw a flag, challenge flag.
Yeah. Let's watch the video again.
All right.
It was the tree delay. Yes. You know what? Yes, Michelle knows about that. The tree delay. So typically we get our.
That says it's awesome watching the Weaver Girls too for VHS. It has been fun. Carry on. Sorry.
I think Michelle might have hit it on the head, where we didn't get our Christmas tree that Saturday right after Thanksgiving. We didn't get it until the Saturday after.
Which hearing Rory complain about that whole thing was great. He's like, you know what? We're Jewish. Like, we're not getting a tree.
No, I live out in the woods. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to the backyard and grabbing a tree right now. I know it's DNR land. They'll forgive me.
You're good.
Yeah.
Give me $5.
But it took me a little bit, and I could tell you, I think last week I finally found my groove. I think I finally found and what I think started it was the Friday before. I had a free day, didn't have anything going on, and so I went to downtown Port Orchard and just putzed along in the different shops around there.
Yeah.
And I was by myself, so I could go at my pace.
So we got through 2 stores.
I got through 2 stores
4
in
hours.
5 minutes. No, I got through 10 stores in 2 minutes.
There you go.
But no, I grabbed myself a peppermint mocha and just started walking around the different little shops there in Port Orchard and listening to Christmas music in every little store I went to. And I think that started down the path of like last week. Felt good. Felt just like in a Christmas spirit, and things are good.
You know what helps
good
me
this
sometimes,
year?
and I hate the place. I hate
dear,
the mall. I hate going to the mall. But if you just go to the mall in December and walk around for a half hour,
yes,
and you see all the decorations and they got the music pumping through the place, like you'll walk out of there like, all right, like let's go.
They had Santa in there, so there were screaming babies getting their pictures taken.
There you go.
Pamela says, I put my trees, yes, plural, 3 of them. You have an addiction.
Up in the beginning of October, it was the bye weekend that approach.
Wait, beginning of October?
Okay.
Oh my word.
Man, we haven't even gotten through Halloween and Thanksgiving.
I know. At least decorate one of the trees Halloween.
Yeah. One of the churches or something. Yeah. All right. All right. So what are some of your favorite Christmas traditions?
Not going into debt.
Well,
not doing that this year. No, some of my favorite traditions are going to look at Christmas lights in different neighborhoods. Even though we live out in the sticks now in Tahuya, we still make our way out to here to go check out
5 times a week.
We go to check out Sky Island, which if you haven't been up to Sky Island and Bonnie Lake, you got to go do that.
Yep.
It is just amazing up there.
Yep.
We also checked out Crystal Ridge. Yep, Crystal Ridge. So we checked out that place.
Yep.
There is, if you're ever in Port Orchard, there's a place on Royal Wood, and you got to check it out.
You want to know a funny story about that?
That place is amazing.
You want to know a funny story about that?
No, I don't want to know a funny story. Let's keep on moving.
My dad, when I was growing up, his best friend was named Brian. And that's like, he was Uncle Brian to me.
Okay.
Like, that was like me first realizing like what a close friends, like my kids call like Casey, Uncle Casey or whatever. Like, Brian and it was very close to our family. He was at Christmas celebrations. That like him and my dad were friends since they were young, and he passed away years ago. But his brother owns that house. It's the one that does that.
Oh,
house.
wow.
Yeah.
I actually heard he was talking to somebody when we were there, and someone asked him, "Oh, do you own the place?" He's like, "Yeah, I own the place." He seemed like a very chill guy. Just he wants to do it, but don't bring a lot of attention to me. Let's make the kids happy. And
when I get there, I remind him of who I am. Like there's been a time or two, I'm like, "Hey, like you're your brother, Brian," and then I tell him my dad. He's like, "Oh yeah."
That's cool.
Yeah, very very chill looking.
It was very neat because when we went 2 Sundays ago, our neighbors out in Tahuya, they brought their kids out at the same time. We had no idea. We didn't plan it like that. And then all of a sudden, we're like,
Stagers.
Well, that's who I texted.
Okay,
and let's see.
Carry on.
Let's get an update here. Uh-oh.
The silence is deafening.
Fan fiddly-tastic.
Oh, good.
Great. So I know where the key's at.
Yeah. Okay.
So I got to head back that way, obviously.
They're coming tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
I will stop by there. I'll open up the house, see if it's there, put it in the freaking key box.
All right.
Bob's your uncle.
One problem solved. Seeing the crazy house in Ording, Dad knows. Yeah.
Oh,
so
there's a crazy house in Ording.
there's a great house in Ording. There's two of them.
Oh, I know which
There's two
one
of them
it
now.
is. Yes.
And they're all done to music and lighting.
Yes, that is an awesome
I've
house.
sent you video. Yeah. There's Ording, like the Village Green area has some really great houses. All right, so carry on. So what else? You got Christmas lights. What are the traditions?
Obviously going out to the Christmas tree farm.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. I think you solved the mystery.
And we go to the same place.
Yeah. And thankfully, when we went, it had not rained, and it was not raining. So that was very nice to be able to go do that. But the thing was, is
we go to the same joint.
We're to the point now where I'm actually the Christmas tree deliverer. So I bring my pickup truck over here, and I pick up a tree for us, pick up a tree for Jesse, I pick up a tree for John. They pay for it, but I'm the delivery guy. And that was kind of cool this year. Yeah. So getting the entire family out there for the Christmas tree farm, that was awesome. The other thing I like is watching Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah.
And, my son, Ryan, he is so astute at when he's watching these movies. He'll look at me and he'll say, "Dad, how come they don't make movies like this anymore?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't know. I mean, we're watching obviously Home Alone 2, Elf, the Santa Claus 2. We're watching all these different Christmas movies. And did you know Elf is 20 years old?
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, we're old.
You know what? I don't think it's here's the thing. I don't think it's that they don't. I think
there you go. I'm trying to take Chris to take me to look at Christmas lights Saturday night. Do it, Chris.
We're going on Saturday night.
Do it, Chris.
What I think it is, honestly, is I think
Merry Christmas, Mandy.
I think it's sensory overload.
Thanks, Steph. Got to bounce, boys,
best.
but I miss your voices. Let's get together in January, please. Yes. We will be in touch.
Coffee and cakes. Because they have made some good ones, like the Christmas Chronicles were really good. I just think they make so many of them now, and they're so in your face because we have. I mean, back in the day, it was like either coming to like a movie theater or being released, and you go watch it, like Home Alone and that kind of stuff, or you caught something maybe on a Hallmark channel if you had cable TV. Now it's just like, I mean, every platform has these movies that are shoving down your throat.
Well, I think
it just becomes much.
Into what you're saying there, I think you're right. It can be too much because I remember going to see Home Alone in the movie theater.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, me too.
I'm that old.
Me too.
I remember seeing it in the Bremerton movie theater over off of Rydell, the little horse screen place over there.
Harbor, yeah.
And the thing is there was something special about that.
Yeah.
And, then Ryan also asked me yesterday, he says, we were watching The Grinch, the better Grinch, not the animated one that came out a couple of years ago. That one sucked.
So are we talking about the Jim Carrey one or the original?
The Jim Carrey one.
Okay.
And it's just hilarious, dude. I forget how freaking funny it is. And he said to me, he's like, how come none of the other Dr. Seuss movies ever worked? And I said, because they didn't have heart. Like the Grinch. Well, they didn't have Jim Carrey, but they didn't have heart like that.
Well, actually, I take that back. They did have Jim Carrey. 14 Years of Who.
Oh, that's right.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay, but yeah.
All All right, let me give some here. Obviously the lights. The tree.
Dane says I second and third this. I don't know what he's seconding and thirding, but
hearing our voices.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Appreciate you, buddy.
8-Bit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas is pretty good. Yeah.
I barely remember
The
that.
Nintendo one where he's trying to get the Nintendo.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Dane says talk about dating yourself. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we're talking about Christmas movies real quick. Give me your 5 favorite Christmas movies. No particular order.
The Grinch, Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2?
Home Alone 2.
Okay.
I like Home Alone 2. It's a Wonderful Life. And the other two, this is like choosing your favorite child.
Let's do that next.
Okay. Your top 3. Who doesn't even make the list?
Tour home. I'll see who gives the best gift this year.
Gosh, what are the other two? I like Polar Express.
Oh yeah.
And there's to your point, there's so many Christmas Vacation.
There you go.
I'd say that's my 5. If
Here.
I had 5 I had to watch every year, it'd be those 5.
Okay, my 5 are probably no particular order.
Die Hard. Dane, you're full of it.
Yeah, you Die Hard. Love you, Dan.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta people are like, that's a Christmas movie because it says Merry Christmas. I'm like,
no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not a Christmas
It's gotta
movie.
give me the Christmas feels. All right.
Are you already trying to get political with us?
I know.
Because it's not. We'll fight you.
All right. In no particular order except for the first one, It's a Wonderful Life. That's hands down. If I could only watch one Christmas movie every year, that would be it. I love that movie. I cry every time.
Yep.
It's wonderful. Okay, so It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then, gosh, is it Grinch? Is it Elf?
I didn't say. Did I say Elf?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Nope,
it's not
irrelevant. It's not. So there's some really good ones.
Dane says Polar Express is a weird movie.
You're
a weird movie.
Yeah.
I'm also sick of it because my son is obsessed with it. Well, that I can understand.
Yeah. I love Polar Express.
I'll fight you that the animated Grinch is a good movie.
Which one?
So the Illumination one sucks.
Yes.
The
original one.
Chuck
Great.
Nelson. Is it Chuck Nelson?
Rural Lives?
No, who's the artist? Who's the Bugs Bunny?
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
I don't think it's Chuck Nelson, but the one from the 60s.
Yeah.
That Grinch. I like
Right.
that.
But
But
it's
the
only-
Illumination one, no,
It's only like 27 minutes.
the night before Christmas.
Klaus. Yeah.
Night Before
Santa
Christmas.
Claus, Home Alone, Christmas Carol. There's so
I
many
am
versions.
so sorry. Oh my gosh.
There's so many versions.
Best Christmas Carol. Best Christmas Carol. And I'll tell you the story behind why I chose my best.
The Muppets. No. Which is fun. What's the one?
Wait, Shazam? Christmas movie?
I guess.
Okay.
Mr. Dimmer, Die Hard, Yippee-ki-yay, mother. We gotta stop there. We are PG.
Come out to the coast. Have a good time. Which that makes me sad too. I know I go on so many
I
tangents.
like the Jim Carrey one. I do like the Jim Carrey one.
Have you read the book?
When I was young, I did.
You should
Like
read
a
it again.
teenager. Okay. Here's the thing. I read so many classics as a teenager because I'm a reader, and when I was a teenager, I read a lot. Now I don't have as much
Amy
time.
says if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Shazam's a Christmas
Yes,
movie.
Maddie, there it is. Albert Finney's from the 70s. That's the one I was trying to come up with.
Okay,
That's
I'll
my
have to
favorite
watch it because mine is the Jim Carrey one from 2009.
Yeah, it's great.
Which, when I first watched it,
Didn't like it.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb.
Yeah.
It has grown on me over the years.
Yeah.
We read the book when we were driving down to Disneyland in 2016. We listened to the audiobook, and then I went back watched the movie, and I'm like, holy crap, this is one of the most faithful adaptations to the book.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
is very awesome. But Jim
Okay.
Carrey does a fantastic job in
Yeah.
that. I am partial to the 1983 Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh, solid.
Oh,
Solid.
dude, it's 30 minutes, not
Yeah.
even 30 minutes. And I remember as a kid,
Goofy
like,
as a Marley, dude.
freaking, oh my gosh,
All the way down the stairs. Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah.
So I love that one. The Muppets Christmas Carol is a solid number 3. I first didn't like Michael Caine as Scrooge, but it's kind of grown on me a little bit. It's a different take on Scrooge. He's a little bit. He seems to change his attitude quicker than the other Scrooges, and so I think that was what my original problem was. But I've come to like it. I love the music in Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah, and there's funny things in that.
Yeah, the little comedy
like
things.
Ratso and his guys.
Like the lamp, not the rat. Like the lamp, not the rat.
I do this with the kids all the time. Oh, this guy's off-roading. Oh boy, curb.
Oh
man.
dear.
Oh, and he's,
all-wheel drive.
where they're like, "Sir, can we have some more coal for the fire?" Blah blah. Like it's freezing, and he goes, "You be looking for jobs or whatever," and they're like, "Heat wave."
Yeah.
The sun. What do we got?
The Night Before with Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie. I know what movie you're talking about. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, look at that. Heat wave.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel's putting in the links for us.
I love that. And that's the kind of humor that I like in that movie. It's just those little,
and the kids
those little
get with
things.
it.
Yep. What has Paul got here? Paul says Emmett Brown's Jug Band Christmas. Okay.
I've not seen that. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're my thing is I watch every year on Christmas Eve. I watch It's a Wonderful Life. That's kind of how I top off my. I'm gonna end up watching it twice this year because I'm not breaking tradition. But my two older girls are with their mom on Christmas Eve, and they come home on Christmas morning, and they asked if we could watch it that day. So I like. Threaten me with a good time. I'll watch it 2 days in a row.
I usually watch it either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I don't have a set tradition, but I do have to watch it.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is,
Is there a more?
you know the plot, you know what's going to happen. Yet at the end of the freaking movie, I tear up like a baby.
Is there a more Christmassy movie than It's a Wonderful Life?
And it bombed, right? It bombed at the box
Early
office.
on, yeah. And now it's considered not only the greatest Christmas movie of all time, it's ranked by like AFI and all that, but like it's in the top 5 greatest movies of all time. Did you know what we didn't mention? Hot take from you. I think I know your response to this, but Miracle on 34th Street. You love it? I love it. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought you were not a fan, but
No.
I love the original.
No, I love the original, and I like the newer one. Well, newer one, 1994.
Yeah. No. You know what? This one movie doesn't get enough love, and I like it. Prancer.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I like it, man. We watched it last year for the first time in a while, and I'm
Didn't
like,
that come? There was some
single dad with a daughter trying to give her like it was just,
White Christmas. Yes,
White
absolutely.
Christmas with Bing, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I tell you,
The only thing with White Christmas is like that is a
I want to
long.
wash my hair with snow.
That is a long movie.
It is a long
It's
movie.
like 3 movies in one.
Yeah. The first time I watched that, we were still living in Puyallup. And I remember just thinking the same thing. This is a long freaking movie. Can we just get to the White Christmas part?
What was the one? I got it last year. Got in all kinds of trouble for the blackface. I mean, with oh my gosh.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Well, that too. Yeah.
Maddie says, I think today's Christmas movies have lost the sentimental family traditional magic feeling. Nailed it, young lady.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. A Christmas Story, you'll shoot your eye out, of course.
And you saw what I posted. Someone actually on Twitter, that someone I actually kind of follow and respect, they said it wasn't a Christmas movie.
Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn.
I don't think I've seen Holiday Inn.
I have it if you want it. It's good. It's a musical comedy. It's Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire.
All I know is the Christmas song Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And then there's a remix that I want to dance to.
Okay, so songs. Favorite Christmas song. Give me we can throw out a few.
Well, I know this didn't do good in our Christmas contest a couple of years ago, but Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
When you are having trouble trying to find the Christmas spirit and that song comes on,
It's a good one.
that'll make you cry.
Solid.
The other one I love is by Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Christmas Canon.
Yep. That's great.
Same thing. I don't know why when the kids start singing, it just. But I think it goes back to what Maddie said. It's the sentimental, it's the value, it's the family, it's the traditional.
Yeah.
That's what really gets to me.
There's some great ones. If you're going more of like a contemporary feel, I love like Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. Like, if you're like more of the poppy kind of a thing.
Pamela knows what's up. She loves that Faith Hill song.
John Lennon's. Bro,
I love that.
Heidi cracked me up. She dropped that line on me the other day. at church.
Of course.
I'm like, Heidi, we are cut from the same
Happy
cloth.
Holidays was written for the movie Holiday Inn.
Okay, there you go. But some of the classics too, like the classic like church hymn ones, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Silent Night,
God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
For some
Oh,
reason,
come all ye faithful.
those, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I gotta share something with you. So we went to go see a community play.
And all of you.
Yeah, and all of you. We went to go see a
You
community
said it to
play
me like it was
a couple of weeks ago,
keep this in confidence.
and it was a Christmas Carol, and it was done by kids, so basically 17 and younger.
Okay.
And it was good, but they were doing different Christmas carols throughout the play
Yeah.
to kind of transition into different scenes.
Yeah.
And one of them they did was God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
God rest ye merry gentlemen. Oh, Maddie's is White
Let-
Christmas, White Christmas.
Let nothing you dismay.
Let nothing you dismay. Right.
Keep on going.
Remember Christ the Savior was born on Christmas
They
Day.
took that line out. What? They put something in there, and I don't know.
Copyright infringement. Sue.
I don't know what it was they put in there because I was so caught off guard because they also told the audience sing the Christmas songs with us. So I'm like, they start saying, "God rest you, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay." Remember? Oh my gosh, they did.
Where was it at?
They didn't sing it.
So where was this play at?
Bremerton.
Like a church or?
No, it was the Bremerton Community Theater, the one off of Lebo,
Hey, you know what?
which is the first time I've ever been there.
Speaking of things that have been changed, you know what? Philip High School. Kudos to you. I walked into the high school that day for their Maddie's band performance for Christmas, and they have a huge Christmas tree in the foyer with lights and everything else. And you know what? Like I was like, it totally caught me off guard. I was like, you know, with everything in the, like politicized and who we're offending, like. Good for you, Philip High School. And if you want to light a menorah in there too, rock and roll, like dial it in, like celebrate whatever people are celebrating. But like I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
I love White Christmas, absolutely, Maddie.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown Christmas, yes, Heidi.
Oh yeah.
That is a classic as well.
That is a classic. Yeah.
If you need a laugh, Dominic, oh my gosh. So this is my son, Ryan.
Dominic the Donkey is a great. Oh yeah.
Have you've heard Dominic the Donkey?
Oh yeah.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. This is my son. So
Brian.
yes, they signed up for a
I'm not going to
Christmas
surprise you.
a Christmas dance, a Christmas homeschool dance,
Yeah.
which was out in Enumclaw. Fantastic event. There's like so many kids there.
Yeah.
And
I remember you going to that.
And on the sheet, you put in there what Christmas or what song would you like to hear? My son, Dominic the Donkey, my boy. When they had it in the springtime,
He's
he wanted
classic,
to hear
that one.
He wanted to hear "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Never gonna give you up. Okay.
Yeah, that's my son right
All
there.
right. Ryan.
Jesse,
And we've told the story about Ryan and Mr. Rogers
yeah.
100 times ad nauseum.
Jesse hates Dominic the Donkey, so whenever she pisses me off, I start singing
The
it.
kids love I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Which I like it's one of those ones I'm like, oh my gosh. But then halfway through it, I'm like, I want a hippopotamus. I'm like, what am I doing?
Okay, so some of the newer songs, Kelly Clarkson's song,
Yeah.
that one has become a classic.
Under the Tree, whatever is that? What is that called?
You guys know
Yeah.
it. It's the very first song on that
I know
album.
what you're talking. Yeah.
The Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani,
Yeah.
You Make It Feel Like Christmas.
Yeah.
I love that song.
You know who's kind of in my mind taken over? So like if you were to look at like years or like time frames, right?
Okay.
So like Nat King Cole was Christmas music.
Please tell the Mr. Rogers story again.
Okay. All right, I will. But like if you look, there's always a voice for me of Christmas, right?
Okay.
Like it was Nat King Cole for a long time,
Mhm.
right? Like, and by the way, his Christmas album, fantastical, and his version of the Christmas song might be my favorite Christmas song. It is my wife's favorite.
I was gonna say, is
Christmas
that
song.
the version that makes your wife melt?
Oh yeah, every time. So
That's a great version.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Nat King Cole was the Christmas voice. Then I think like maybe 80s, 90s, Harry Connick Jr. kind of took it, like when he was doing the specials and then
Yeah.
and now it's our boy, our Canadian boy. Why am I blanking on name right now?
Buble.
Yeah, it's Michael Bubble. And like
I love that
perfectly
entire
so.
album.
Yeah, it's great. Rachel got me that Christmas album like 10 years ago for Christmas. I love it. Michael Bubble is like the perfect Christmas guy.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So and his Christmas special that he does when he was doing them was awesome. We took the ladies to see Michael Bublé, 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Phenomenal live
Yeah.
show. I mean, he's so engaging and like charismatic.
He had a few more F-bombs than I expected.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. We didn't bring the kids. Sir. So, yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm going to a concert next August where we're going to get our quota of F-bombs in the first 30 seconds.
Are you going to Foo?
Going to the Foo Fighters.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things that, like, with my kids, when they were younger, I would try to shield them from a lot. You know? And now I find that, like, education is key. I just found, like, hey, this is what you're going to get.
And Heidi talks about Justin Bieber. I hate to admit that I kind of like his Christmas song.
Yeah.
Under the Mistletoe.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of great concerts,
I hate to admit that.
we took Lainey and Jocelyn to see Lauren Daigle.
Boo. Bleh.
We took
Dane, we love you.
Yeah. We took Lainey and Jocelyn to see Lauren Daigle. Bro, that girl puts on a show, and she's so genuine and so like gracious and thankful for like everything. Like, you want to talk about like I posted about it. I am glad that my daughter can look to her. Like, what a great role model for young women. So yeah, that was a tough fun.
I think the F word is needed in certain scenarios. But
yeah, like when I call Rory, what the? So, that was the phone
which
call.
is,
that I was
you
getting
know,
earlier.
interesting is the F word has many uses.
Yes.
Noun, verb, adverb,
Yeah.
adjective.
Right, Bernie Mac. Here's my thing with language. And
Oh, dear.
I'm going to
we're
preach
gonna do
this to you
this.
guys.
Here we go.
I don't think that language is a sin. Like, this is the thing. Like, I go to church, right? So, like, they're like, oh, you can't swear, it's a sin. I don't think language is a sin. I think it's how you use it. If I just want to be like, man, it's effing cold outside, I don't think that's a sin. It's just not. It's just words. It's just language. It's just punctuation to your feeling, right? Now, where you cross the line is if you're yelling it at someone, like "F you, mother effer," or you know, you piece of effing whatever. Like, that's a sin because it's the meaning behind it.
Which I've had to drag him to confession. He's not even Catholic. So,
yeah. So
thanks.
anyway, there's my.
Kim, yes, our condolences to you, Kim. I know it's been a tough year for you. And,
Oh man, yeah.
Lost lost Duke, and
It's quite versatile.
lost your mom.
Yeah, it's
Thinking about you, Kim.
Sorry, Kim. It's
Yeah, so Dane says, and I'm not going to put this on here. Ask me about how I got kicked out of my church small group for saying the word.
yeah. All right. Well, if you'd like, I'll give him a call, Dane.
I don't have to ask you about it because I think you answered all my questions in that statement.
You know what makes me sad though is you got kicked out of your church's small group.
Yeah.
Or like who you shouldn't like.
Well, he was also doing meth
Jesus being killed. Well, there's that
in the middle of the group.
It's the overall
It's like-
influence.
Oh, I don't see. Look, I'm doing this. I don't even know how
Dane,
you
why
do
do you have a
meth.
spoon?
How do you do meth? Is it like
Lots of
heroin?
ways.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots
We'll
of
just go with this.
ways. If you find a meth head with enough imagination, they'll get that in their body. Yeah. So, and now I prove, and how I prove the leader's wrong. Okay. And I feel like it wasn't just the
Rebel
word
rouser.
that got you kicked
Yeah.
out. I'm leaning towards there's more to this story. By the way, guys, the Roger story, real quick, because Maddie wanted it. When Ryan was like 12 or 13,
Gosh,
it
yeah.
had to be 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and Ryan is very black and white, very matter of fact. Like, there's no real gray areas. We're watching Mr. Rogers in the house because we love Rogers, and they went to the island of make believe, and the owl's talking, and Ryan's standing in my living room looking at the TV, and he just all of a sudden, completely deadpan, goes, "We know you're the owl, Rogers. You're not fooling anyone." I'm like. It was like quiet for a second. I started laughing. It was just, it was perfect. So,
Paul says, now I have the hippopotamus song stuck in my head. You're welcome.
you're welcome, Paul.
Yep.
At least we can do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess we should put a bow on this, huh?
yeah, I would wrap this up. We talked some Christmas.
So good things that happen in 2023.
Real quick, my daughter signed college. So excited and so proud. Watching those two play together has been a blessing that I didn't see coming for many years, and that's just been a ton of fun. My kids are all amazing, happy and healthy, and doing well in school. Mav and Josh are doing great in school and sports. My wife, my incredible wife, I'm thankful for her. She keeps me in line. She's found a new she's discovered a newfound passion for her job with this move that they made, and it's been fun to watch. Really dive into that.
Good.
I'm
We'll have to talk to Dane when we get him on the show about how his transition's been.
I'm thankful for this guy and the partnership that we have. We had a really incredible couple years in a row, and 2023 slowed down for everybody, including us. And we just continue to move the engine forward and find ways to do what we do. Thankful for all of you, friends and family, those who bring us business and those who just bring us love and friendship. Thanks so much. That's I plugged back in with the youth group at church, and that's been a blessing and been fun. Just a lot, man. It's a lot. Like, I can look back and there's lots of gripes from 2023. Don't get me wrong. But overwhelmingly, so much to be thankful for. I got my health. I got, my dad had some serious health issues, and he's come through that, and so that's been wonderful. And so I really, at the end of the day, if I was to start bitching and complaining, it wouldn't be fair. So thank you for all those things. So, you.
Well, I'll piggyback on that by saying this year, 2023, for our business, I will say it's been a challenge, but it's been a challenge for everybody in our industry. But at the same time, I feel like it's allowed me, I'm going to speak for me, but I'll bring him along if he wants to agree with it. It's allowed me to reprioritize the important things in my life, personally and professionally.
Yes.
And realize that what's important needs to be taken care of before everything else.
Yes.
And I'm looking, I know we'll talk about 2024 next time, which we'll share that in a second.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, sneak peek there. But I would say 2023, some of my highlights are we took our trip down to California, Oregon, California, Arizona, Nevada.
Yeah.
That was absolutely fun.
Yeah.
Got a chance to go check out a couple places, bucket list places.
Yeah, we did that too.
And then in October, got a chance to go to Nashville, which was another bucket list place, which I want to go again whenever I can. So those two things were good. I've seen my adult kids take a step forward individually in the different things that they got going on. I saw John quit his job and become a full-time YouTube content creator.
John's an influencer.
He totally is. One of his latest videos has 2.8 million views. And
I don't even get 2.8 views a day from my kids.
And I'm so proud of the hard work he's putting in, because I know where he started and I know where he's at now. And so he's done it in my opinion the right way.
He's done it the old fashioned YouTube way.
Right. And I've seen Jessie take steps in her adulthood, and I've seen Kaylee take some steps in her adulthood. And as the dad of adult children, there's only so much you can do now. Yeah. I can't tell you to go to your room.
Yeah. No.
So when I see them make those steps, it makes me happy. It makes me happy to see that. One complaint I'll have, and I'll put it out there.
Oh, here we go.
Again, it's how big this guy got. I got way too big in 2023. And that's got to change, obviously, for 2024.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been on the scale in a month. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Scale said, "Don't come back, Rory." Yeah. No.
Which really solves the problem.
Hey, if I don't see it, it's not real.
Yeah. The pants are tight because I put them on the hot wash cycle.
It's that Nate Bargatze thing where she's just like, I just can't get it going today. I love pancakes so much.
Exactly.
If I can say a couple things real quick to piggyback a little bit more, we did take some cool trips, got some bucket list things like Yellowstone and the Redwoods, which was great with the family. Some really good memories. And then a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks, actually, 3 weeks ago, and I want to give him a shout out here. My nephew Tegan graduated from the United States Marine Corps boot camp and became a Marine, my 18-year-old nephew. I'm so proud of him. He's my nephew, and now he's my Marine brother. And I know he's still got a lot of growing up to do, buddy. But because he's still doing things that I'm like, what the hell?
I've heard stories.
Yeah. But that's part of being a Marine. So super proud of him. The kid, literally, here's the statistic. Less than 0.5% of teenagers historically have raised their hand and voluntarily said, I want to serve my country. I will die for my country. And a vastly smaller percentage of that join the Marine Corps because it is the most difficult and it is challenging.
Yeah.
And my nephew is one of them. I'm super proud of you. I love you, buddy. And obviously, as you go off into the fleet and into your career, we're going to have constant prayers for you, state of the world. So, but none of that scared you off. So, welcome to the brotherhood, buddy. So, there you go.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up. One last thing that we want to share, or we got two last things.
You go.
Did you want? You
I
got something?
can't. I'm too excited.
You're too excited.
Go ahead.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, go ahead. Share.
So we have come to the decision.
Oh, Jesus.
That's right.
We're getting a divorce.
Yes. Yes, we're getting a divorce.
Don't tell the kids.
No,
We're gonna try
Luke's-
to make it until they get out of high school.
Luke's number one resolution in 2024 is he's going to stop taking the Lord's name in vain. Look at that. I just got it on video. How do you like that? I just threw you under the bus.
Don't put that evil on me.
No, we've come to the conclusion
No,
that
it's true.
we need to be doing this more, and we need to be with you guys more. And it's not just this opportunity we might have of taking our little show a little bit further out
Nationwide.
there. We both realize that being curmudgeons doesn't serve any good to anybody.
Except for
anywhere.
ourselves.
Didn't even serve that well. You saw business in 2023.
Oh, no. You know what? We talked about this. We just never came out of COVID. We were like,
Right? We
don't
never
talk
did.
to me.
As much
We hated COVID.
as much as we thought we came out of COVID,
Yeah.
we never came out of COVID.
No. We never came out of our self-imposed protocols. So, anywho.
So,
yeah.
so with that being said, we are going to start this up on a weekly basis, starting in 2 weeks. So the beginning of the new year.
We're
gonna
taking it back to the old school.
Yep. Thursdays at 10-ish.
Yeah.
Because this
10:05.
guy sometimes just, I'll get a text message coming in hot.
Yep.
I know. That's why I already got your coffee.
Speaking of.
What the heck is a curmudgeon? Your dad and me for the last year and a half.
Yeah. Look it up, sweetheart. So anyways, hey, honestly, like we're talking about being thankful for all you guys. Thanks for being here today. This was fun.
Yeah.
It reminded me of why we used to do it. A lot of you just jumping on and bantering and flipping each other off and having a great time.
Heck yeah.
Guys, have a very Merry Christmas. Okay, really gather in your loved ones and tear into those presents and have too much eggnog and try to corral Uncle Eddie into the family photo. Whatever you got to do, have fun, celebrate each other, love each
Jumping
other.
the shark.
Yeah.
Jumping the shark.
Oh no, what?
Did we jump the shark? Paul, did we jump the shark? When did we jump the shark?
So
We're not Fonzie.
No. Hey.
Hey.
Have a great New Year. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because I think if you want to make a change, you should just make a change. You shouldn't wait for the New Year. Although I could start using that. It's like July. You got to be better. I will. It's my New Year's resolution. So,
I think that's part of the problem is we never fulfill our New Year's
I
resolution,
know.
so we just never do
but
it.
like January 2nd, I'm like, I'll start Monday. So that's it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, guys. You got anything else?
That's it, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Merry Christmas. Remember the reason for the season. It's not Santa.
It's eggnog. Spike. Just
It's
kidding.
not that either. My
Jesus
goodness.
Cristo. Love you guys.
Take care. God bless. Whoops. Did I not hit I got to hit the button. Maybe one more time.